Most people, when they think about drones, definitely when I think about drones, I think of, quadcopter type drones that I might use to take some videos when I'm going for a hike, and maybe other people do it for skiing and so forth. The things you can just buy off the shelf in a little box, and it makes videos of you. But actually, a Zipline drone looks very, very different. Can you describe what it physically looks like?
Sure. So our drones they look like small airplanes, about 10-foot wingspan. And they deliver a box about the size of a cake box to kind of make it physical. What do they look like? They have red wings and a white body, and they're launched off of a catapult. And they land in this crazy contraption for landing. But all of that is done. It's a fixed wing versus a quadcopter for range, which is what our customers care about. We launch with a catapult to make the plane as simple as possible for cost, which again was what our customers care about. And landing, same thing, right? In order to have something that can fly really far, really efficiently through all kinds of storms, you basically don't want to put any complexity on the drone itself. You don't have to. So you don't want landing gear. You don't want any fancy system on the drone for landing. So we have a contraption on the ground for landing. That's sort of the nuts and bolts of it, if you will.
And I must say, as an engineer, I was absolutely fascinated by the way the drone takes off and lands. Is there any chance you're able to maybe pull up a video and talk us through what's going on when a Zipline drone takes off and lands? Because it's not what I think most people think of when they think of drones they have played with, or when they sit in an airplane that flies them. It's quite different.
So at our distribution centers, we have inventory on site. That's really important because we deliver, in a matter of minutes from an order coming in. You saw a quick version of how the order is packed. Then put into the body of one of our drones. We call them zips. I might call them zips accidentally. I always forget to call them drones. That goes in the launcher. You put a wing on that drone. Then a battery pack goes in. There's a little pre-flight process, and then it gets launched. This launcher is a lot of fun. This launcher has a motor and a super capacitor bank that takes that drone you just saw there to 0 to 110 kilometers an hour in a quarter second.
Wow.
And it's about as much power as flooring an entry model Tesla to launch that plane that fast. It just flies right by, and it drops the package during that flyby. This is slow motion now, just to be clear. I just went slow-mo on you. So the package has a little paper parachute on it. This is actually a very old. This is our very first version. So this delivery box is about the size of a shoebox. Our new drones are about the size of a cake box, but it's basically the same idea. There's actually a lot of technology behind the scenes to do that well, to basically measure and estimate the wind speed and direction and compensate so that package ends up where the customer wants it, not in the tree. That's what a delivery looks like. Then the drone flies back, of course, automatically and lands in this system. We kind of call this an upside down aircraft carrier.
Wow.
The poles snap up and grab the plane out of the air, and they'll do it even in crazy stormy conditions. And you can see that was slow-mo there, so you can see it. And I'll let this loop again so you can see it.
So am I seeing this correct, Keenan, that the plane is just flying like normal, but then it gets snatched by a cable that somehow brings it to a stop almost instantaneously?
Exactly. So the plane just flies by. It's actually not trying to land. It's trying to just do a very safe flyby. And then there's that line between those two poles, and those poles will snap up right at the right moment to basically throw the line between those poles into the tail hook of the plane. You can see it right there.
Amazing to see.